comedian David Boyle and I'm quitting alcohol. So today I had a look at my before photo, like when I was a fat cunt. 18 months ago, I took a photo of myself with my shirt off as like the before photo. Me as a fat cunt, so I could use it to compare myself later when I get fucking skinny. But I hadn't seen it since I took it, 18 months. And I remember thinking at the time when I was taking it, because I actually took it after I'd already lost like 3 or 4 kilos. So I remember thinking at the time, this isn't even going to be worth taking. I'm basically a fucking toothpick already. But I took the photos anyway, even though I thought I was a skinny cunt. And I hadn't seen them till today. And boy, was I a delusional cunt. They're so fucking gross. I'll eventually post it somewhere, but Jesus Christ. I was an eggplant with fucking tits and legs. I was like Wallace, or fucking, was it Gromit? Who is the purple cunt from McDonald's with the Hamburglar and shit? Honestly, whoever the purple guy was, whether it was Wallace or Gromit, if they needed me to be Wallace or Gromit, they would save money on the costume. They would have just had to paint me fucking purple. Who is that purple cunt from Macca's? Hold on, I'll just look it up. Who is the purple cunt from Macca's? Will it even come up? All right, images. The purple cunt from Macca's is Grimace. Who the fuck is Wallace and Gromit then? Are they those Play-Doh characters? Fuck them. Bring back Gumby, I say. Gumby was so fucking cool, actually. I remember watching Gumby when I was like 15 or 16. It just popped on the TV after school while I was eating KFC. And I watched an episode and I'm like, this is pretty cool. I don't mind fucking Gumby. Bring back Gumby, fuck Wallace and Gromit. Anyway, I was the shape of Grimace, the purple cunt from Macca's. McDonald's, I don't know if anywhere else in the world calls it fucking Macca's. But it's really hard to even look at yourself in that state. I was carrying probably about 8 kilos of fluid in each hip. My hips were like, I don't even know what they were like fucking water balloons. It's very confronting. It's disgusting, to be honest with you. But I was smiling. I had a genuine smile on my face. I was fucking glowing. I think that was the last time I was truly happy. My before photo, I'm going to be a fat cunt with a beaming smile. And my after photo, I'm just going to be a miserable fucking shredded balding cunt. I'm lucky I started losing weight when I did. I wasn't at that stage where I'm going to have like flappy skin. You can tell my skin is still perky. It hadn't drooped down yet, but it was on its way. If I let it go another 5-10 kilo, I would have been finished. And the other delusional thing is, I thought I was going to be shredded after like 2 months from that state. I thought I was just going to drop it and have a 6-pack in like 2 months. I honestly thought that. It has been 18 months of sacrifice and starvation to drop that weight. And exercise and sweat and blood and tears and a strange new kettlebell fetish that I don't know what to do with. I'm almost there though. I'm almost at the after picture I'm looking for. The reason I even looked at my old fat photo is because one of my mates, who was fatter than me, he was shorter and he was fatter than me and he'd never played a sport in his life, but he did weights for like 8 weeks when he was like 19 and he believed he had this like stored muscle memory or something like that. Anyway, I took the path at the start where I wasn't going to do much weights. I was just going to diet and a little bit of exercise. And he started lifting weights again because he wanted to remind his muscle memory that he used to be a fucking keg, which he didn't. I've never known him as anything but a fat cunt. Maybe there was like a 6-month window there in the mid-2000s where he had an alright rig, but that didn't last. So anyway, whenever I'd message this cunt saying I've lost weight, I'm down to this, I'm starting to feel good, he would be, man, you've got to get on the weights, man. You've got to start lifting. You're not going to do shit if you're not lifting, blah, blah, blah. He would just annoy the fuck out of me because he was lifting. That's fine, but he was remaining fat. So he was lifting weights for like 6 months and he was remaining virtually the same size, maybe a little bit skinnier with a tiny little bit of muscle tone. I'm like, yeah, that lifting by itself is really doing the job for you there. And he's always giving me advice on what I should do to lose more weight or whatever the fuck. It just annoys me. So I was messaging with him and I'm like, I'm starting to get into pretty good shape now. And he's like, yeah, man, but you really need to be lifting weights. I'm like, I am lifting weights. I've been doing kettlebell for the last fucking 9 months, cunt. And he's like, no, I mean actually lifting weights. And I'm like, fuck this fuck. And I'd literally just finished doing a workout. So I was a little bit fucking swole. So I went to the mirror, got the phone out, fucking flexed. In the photo, I'm really red because I just finished a workout, but also I'm almost bursting a blood vessel trying to pop out my fucking muscles. But I was pissed off at him because I know where he's at. He's still got little perky tits. He's still got some banging hips. And he doesn't know where I'm at. He thinks we're in the same place. He thinks we're on the same level. So I'm like, I'm just going to shut this cunt up once and for all. So I sent him a few of the photos of less shredded. I'm not actually shredded, but I'm almost there. I'm getting sort of like shadow. Like if you squint, you'd be like, that guy's almost on his way to shredded. That's where I'm at. But it's way further than where he's at. But in all fairness to him as well, he has lost a shitload of weight. He was coming back from further away than I was. He's actually fucking killed it over the last 2 or 3 years. But still, he annoyed me. So I sent him the photos and almost instantaneously I was like, that was gross. Why the fuck did I do that? So I quickly scurried through 18 months of photos to find my fat cunt picture and I quickly sent him that as well, just so it didn't look too gay. And he was impressed, obviously. So hopefully what it's done is inspired him to do better. That's really what I was going for. I just want him to do better. I've also got another friend, my mate Shawnee. I've talked about him a million times on this podcast. He's the fucking full-blown alcoholic. My mate, my oldest friend, who, if he doesn't stop drinking real fucking soon, is going to die. He's got to be 130, 140 kg now, and he doesn't eat. I think it's just his liver's shut down, and he's just retaining all the fluid, because he looks like a fucking balloon. And he said he is willing to do a podcast and talk about his alcoholism. So at some point in the very near future, I'll be doing a podcast with my oldest friend, Shawnee. That will be going only on the Patreon. So sign up to it. The link is in my social media bios, or just fucking message me and I'll send it to you. Anyway, that will do for tonight. There's no Boyle Breaks history tonight. I couldn't be fucked. I need a week off Boyle Breaks history. I couldn't think of anything worse today, scurrying through YouTube, trying to find something I'm not interested in and writing 3 notes about it. But I am willing to start taking Boyle Breaks history suggestions and maybe conspiracies you want me to look into to either confirm or overturn. I can be like a retarded Mythbusters. Anyway, that is it for tonight, and I'll see you the fuck later.